This is the story of prepping a Mazdaspeed3 that's been sitting for years with Tim O'Neill, his sidekick Rob, Koo, my dad, and I, to hopefully get it back up on its feet and finish a rally again. A first generation Mazdaspeed3 was the first sports car I ever rode in that got me into all this car stuff. That's become my entire life. It was a 2008 white Mazdaspeed3. I was in 8th grade, I was about 12 years old, my brother's friend had one, and he took me from 0 to 80 miles an hour, and I was hooked. For life. I liked it so much that I saved up enough cash grinding my face off in high school, working, doing photography, video, working at a cotton gin, anything I could. Saved every dollar I had, bought a second gen Mazdaspeed3 myself when I was 18 after I graduated high school. Had it for a couple months and then realized I wanted to start a YouTube channel. So I started my YouTube channel with a Mazdaspeed3. Two major life events that changed my life. And then we go to Tim O'Neill Rally School where I was supposed to just ride with Tim, the owner, and be his co-driver for a rally sprint. When we show up, we get a personal tour of Tim's car collection, his shop, and he has a Mazdaspeed3 rally car that's been sitting there for years that hasn't been driven. I'm like, holy crap, you have a Mazdaspeed3 rally car. Like, what in the world? I've never even seen this. Ironic. Maybe, meant to be, for sure. It was a Sunday. Koo gave us a tour of the facility a day early to make some special content. Tim gave us a ride in the Jeep around the property, showed us around, and then we went to his house later that day and we got to know a little bit about his car collection, why he has certain things. Got a lot of firsts and got a lot of laughs because Tim is hilarious. I love this guy so much. Stays up late, eats candy, does race car things all the time, built a facility to race rally cars and train people. High energy at his age. Tim, you've inspired a lot of people, including myself, and I just want to say I appreciate you. You guys will get to know him a lot better in this episode, and I have a lot more footage and good stories of him to chop up later on to post.
Yeah, but the problem is me, I'm not that tall. I got a lot of suits, but
sitting down, it might be right.
Yeah, usually it's, yeah, oh yeah. The suit fits you when you're standing up, but bend over. You had it right. It would have made a big mess if you didn't.
This thing does have a prop on it.
It does. It's cute. It's fun. Plus, my objective here is to get to guys, older guys, that have a little change and a little time off to come here, spend loads of money.
Right.
For context, it was the first day in New Hampshire for us. We were checking out Tim O'Neill Rally School. We got a tour from Tim and Koo, ran into some problems on Tim's car, and then went and checked out his personal car collection, and this is where it began. This is my first car.
Mazdaspeed3?
Yeah.
There it is. We could take that this weekend.
This thing run?
Yeah. It's not quite ready, but this thing won the 2012 or 11 championship.
Are you being no, it doesn't have a second seat in it. We can't take it.
You've got plenty of seats.
They can just drop one in.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I mean, it does need to be shaken down, yes.
I got time off after school's over. This would be full circle if we got to doing this thing.
Well, the old AMC, it might have a problem anyway. It might be a head gas. A little bit of smoky. Uh-oh, I left the key on.
It seems like you got power issues everywhere you go. You got a habit like this?
Well, that's the problem. When you have this many vehicles to try to keep them all going. Oh, he's got the Subaru door open.
What's the story with this thing?
It's a Subaru. This is a vehicle I made a deal with one of my customers.
For you?
Yeah.
Well, what does it say? Oh, see, dude, this is a problem much deeper than this conversation.
Yeah, oh no, it goes on and on. What I need is help. I need help because I have about a dozen vehicles and they all need a battery charge, they all need stabilizer in the fuel, they all need air in the tires. They all need to be brought in and cleaned and moved back out, and then they go outside and sometimes they become... You say, back in the pocket. Polaris 90, little miniature four-wheeler. That's what you're gonna have to drive if you start hitting cones. We give you the... Well, it's about like that.
Yeah, right.
It's green though, it looks a little cooler. Hello, Rally Champions.
Just want to finish. Just want to finish.
Oh, that's just kissing up right there. Did you tell him to say that?
We've been trained, yes.
Stay on the road. Don't hit anything. Is having any fun or what?
Oh, having a gas.
Just love to see you guys in your flannel. That is very inspirational. I think you told him I have a meeting tonight, so we won't be able to stay late and work late. This is Rob, my man. He does all the work here.
Yeah. Hey, Rob.
I'm just like the eye candy. Brand ambassador. With your right leg, you can step on that. Right leg and head first. He's a little too close. You're still too far away. Touching the seat. I mean, are you okay? All the way in the back of the seat. I'm gonna want to drive it, maybe tomorrow night. There's little stuff that needs to be.
What about the skid plate? Should I do anything with that?
That's a Rob. Clean it up. Take a vacuum. Clean it all up.
Oh yeah, this feels real nice.
Maybe my kid will want to drive it when she comes back. Maybe not. Clean it up. Roll bar padding. We got to get the roll bar padding in anywhere where your head will fit, and then zip tie that.
Camber arm right here is jacked up. I've never touched a bolt this rusty before.
You gotta find a 7.
Yep. You can't get it started on that? This is the camber arm that was in there. If you can see, it got bent. We want to get rid of this, and you wanted to see if the other camber arms you had would fit. So if not, it's Tuesday night. We have time to order something new in.
I'll fall out and bust me in the head.
That's easy.
What is what?
Well, that's a wrap on day 3. We've got a lot of seat time. Dad, what are your thoughts on today?
Awesome. Every day has certainly built on itself. While it might seem like you'd like to go straight to driving the roads, it makes a lot of sense the way that they do it to build your skill set, and then to change cars and different driving platforms is pretty interesting and challenging, which makes it fun. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow though, and getting out on the roads a little bit and improving.
Let's see what Rob has cracking for us. We caught Tim on the way and he's going to get a part. And the door's locked. Did they fit? Really? Which ones were they? He's got the camber arms on.
Yes, Rob's story on camera.
How did you end up with Tim is what I want to know. Who paid you what?
I did it for free for quite a few years.
How long have you known Tim?
Started working for him in '86. 2 o'clock in the morning.
Till midnight, 2 o'clock every night?
But he was winning the championship every year. It was fun though, then.
Were you guys just barely getting by in the early days, like paying bills, like?
Yeah, he had to open a business to pay for it. Did auto repair. So I worked for 40 hours on the books, and then after that, it was on my, free. But he needed the help. So
Why did you help him?
my friends I was hanging around with all my buddies are riding around drinking every night, and I just had to get over that.
Rob, our relief crew is here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm no threat to anyone. I found the one I had. So I'll see you tomorrow on those tires. Thank you. Still want to run it hot and make sure that it's fine. But yeah, what it was before, the last time I worked on it, it started up and won't take gas until it warms up. And as soon as it warms up, it runs perfect. So it's like, okay, well, we'll just let it warm up. But I'd like to know why it's doing that.
Yeah, that's so strange.
So I was hoping to get this thing done enough so all the safety stuff and it passes tech. Then I'll bring it over to my regular mechanic, or like a real mechanic, put his computer tester on it, and then he might be able to figure it out. That's what wore me out. He'd work another job. I'd run the garage. And then at 5 o'clock at night, he'd show up and then we'd start working on rally cars, and that would go till 11 o'clock. So it was basically 2 or 3 jobs. That would wear me out because I'd have to do the rally cars at night, street cars in the daytime. And then when I was ready to go rallying, you know, it was hard to just stop. You know, all of a sudden I'm ready to go somewhere and some lady shows up and her car won't run and she needs to go somewhere. And it's like Rob's sitting in the van waiting to go to Oregon or something, and I'm out there fixing some old lady's tire.
What was the original intention with this car? Was it just something that you wanted to build and drive, or is it your daughter's car since the beginning, or?
No, I like the Speed 3. I was trying to get front-wheel drive cars for the school, and the Mazda 3 was like the best option. So when I started searching around with the Mazda 3, all of a sudden I realized they had a Speed 3. And then it had all the big this and big that, and I thought that was really cool. So I built that car. Oh, plus I'd gone through my cancer thing. So it was another one, like I bought the four-wheeler and the truck, so I bought another rally car and, you know, built the rally car. And then I drove it. And then when I finally got it figured out, then I had Wyatt drive it. And Wyatt was beating all the Fords. And eventually, as I thought might happen, Jamie Allison from Ford Performance came over to me at the New Jersey Motorsport Speedway and said, what's it going to take to get you to park that vehicle? And that's how the negotiations start. So it ended up with 43 Fiestas and the R2 and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I had no intention. I didn't care. Parking that car didn't bother me a bit. I just looked at the big axles and the big hubs and the big everything. And it's just, I know it's heavy, but it just looked like it was going to be reliable.
You learning anything at all, young man? Did you learn anything at that Team O'Neill play?
I had this.
Yeah, this one I think you tighten with an Allen wrench and hold it with a team effort. And then that bottom one, you're gonna have to.
What kind of tires do we got coming?
Wow, there's top secret. So.
Are they like gravel tires?
Nice big fatties.
Yeah?
But for a new guy, you'd be better off with skinny ones.
Are the fatties have more grip?
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, but your car is kind of heavy. I don't like to talk about the old girl like that, but it's kind of heavy and kind of powerful. So that's what usually you want wider tires. But honestly, that's all I got. I can put some worn out skinny ones on if you want.
I think we just send it right into those. But you're the
That's
you're in charge.
spoiling you is what's happening.
Well, that's what you've been doing to me this far.
Yeah, I know. I do the same with my kids. But actually, the truth is, I make my kids struggle a little bit. Nobody said life was fair. That's right. And sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. Blue,
That's all we could find.
yellow, and blue. That's Swedish.
There you go.
And I want to just say, I'm not really sophisticated here, but have you ever had a bucket seat?
Dude, he goes home, we get home, you go.
Do you want fireproof underwear?
Full brakes. You kind of sometimes want.
Mush.
My AMC's a little mushy. Or a little less. I have a little sweet spot instead of like.
Good, except for the horn. So you're done. Big Daddy here. Horn and up, right door, window and up.
We got the mount
Constantly big money, you know.
You said you wanted it for your daughter. What, Dad?
What if she don't want to do it? Then what am I going to do? Wait for the other one?
Yeah, and then if she says no,
I got to breed and have more children?
Oh, yes.
you can adopt me.
See, we'll see. If you don't wreck this thing, maybe I will.
What did you get done today?
Fellas, you're killing me.
What did you get done today? What did you get done today?
You ask a lot of questions.
Hey, I have another question for you. Do you watch YouTube?
Not really.
Do you know, have you ever used it?
No.
No.
Supposed to do
Hey, your replacement was here.
My replacement?
No, not your replacement.
Oh,
That was everyone walking down the street wants your job.
oh wow, this is
You
really
kicking his ass yet?
Dude, he was going fast today.
Old guys.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
The horn wasn't working. Oh. See our new horn. Gotta find one more bolt for right here. What is a tech form?
So a tech form is like this, and this is the SCCA Rally Sprint Tech form. They need everything that is team to be filled out by the team to make sure that we check it.
Did you find another screw for that steering wheel?
I stole one from your BMW. I'm gonna put it back.
I am gonna kick you in the groin.
Hit your high beams.
When did you start today and where are you at right now?
Oh, I started right off tired. Now I'm all jacked up.
Oh yeah, that's what we like to hear. We're ready for another ripper out front.
Well, now there aren't so many trucks.
So we can go fast.
Boy, this thing used to be so much fun. Oh my goodness.
You excited to drive it again?
Yeah. No, the pedal it's much better as far as I don't feel like it's gonna. It's a locking up. That's what I thought. If you want the pedal height higher, then you'd back them both out. Or you change the pedal height, but they gotta be kind of square. So that's a good starting point. From there, okay, if it's twisty or muddy, you could have a little more rear. My yoga.
Low beam, softened suspension.
I gotta send it one on here.
There's your girl.
I taught him how to turn left, but not right.
Hey, you didn't wreck anything there, Junior?
Nope.
Okay, so here's the problem. The boys are trying to leave. For us to go hot is a bad idea. Take the night off and worry about it tomorrow, which is what our original plan was. And then come tomorrow morning.
Whatever you want to do.
10 o'clock.
We have a list.
Not much of one.
Gotta love it when the old guy's the one driving fast. He's getting it. Yeah, he's getting it.
Nice.
We know a lot.
Yeah, we learned a lot.
A lot.
Learned a ton.
I'd like everything.
Yeah.
These just showed up.
Yeah, that's what I do. You thought I was just a pretty face, but it ain't true. What I understand, this is a fuel pump. Very low. Some fine manners
Loosen them and let me pull them all the way down and then take the slack out.
We're back at Team O'Neill's, so my dad and I and Koo can learn how navigation works.
10:20, right? But you probably, it's not 10:20 out, right? 10:29, they hand the card back in, you roll your window up. At the arrival time control, way back here, you're gonna have this first one.
Can I go back to
Yes.
the first, the waiting stage when you're waiting to 30, small crest into right 4. Right turn 2 right 2 plus.
That way you can just kind of count. And at the end, there's a right 6 over small crest into left 6. This is the right
6 over crest 5 7.
Turn!
That's
Turn
the
right 3 minus
3.
no cut.
Oh,
No cut.
Coming
Stop,
traffic.
stop.
All of a sudden it was a 3. Your driver to turn left 2.
Caution. And I'll have to say caution. Caution. Crest into right 5.
is this hard? Right over
When you're
there?
going faster, it's going to be a mouthful of times. Hammer down.
Travis, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was one of my favorite parts of the week, honestly. That was cool.
It's very technical. Practice in tonight, trying to put yourself to sleep by reading this stuff.
Sure.
It's the CR mean, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's all here.
Too tight?
No? You want to try it? I can wear double maybe.
Oh yeah, this fits all day long. Good thing we went and got help.
You got help?
Yeah, for all the...
Oh, you guys would have been toast, soup sandwich.
So bad. We would have been so bad.
You wouldn't believe the people that do that, though.
I can
They
only...
just show up with no clue.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do this. I've done anything. I can do anything. I've been to NASCAR races. I know all about it. Ah, Pete!
Vinyl, easy to sizzle.
It's good enough for I don't need. Been missing.
I don't know what that was. The good stuff. We don't got this at home.
Yeah. All these vehicles make me giggle. That's the one thing that's different about
Is it running, Cam?
So the car won't go over 2,000 RPM. The issue we were fighting earlier is back.
So you know if you go to a real, the full stage rally, you need the photos. Manufacturer 2000. So this is their first time.
Okay.
Just past Tech.
Explain to them. Now, it is a weekend, and them guys should have. That's gonna piss me off.
If rally is of the slightest interest at all to you, click on this video right here. It'll get you started in our episodes of learning what it's like to learn how to drive rally. I'm learning everything I can about it, one step at a time, so it's a good place to start and you can get caught up.